This stream is live.
Yeah, now it's live. And Jim, what do you have in your hand?
Nothing.
Is that what they call a French tickler?
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Morning to you.
Is that what they call a French tickler?
Someone has
Red Robin comes.
Not me.
Good morning.
Jim,
Morning.
turn off your YouTube.
What you have to do is build.
Sorry about that. Good
Boy.
morning.
Old people.
Why am I watching your show?
Gives me money, makes me money.
Whose birthday is it?
I don't know.
Roger. Hello, Chauncey. Hello, Matt.
Yeah, what I
Steve
want.
Newman. There's a few people that don't like Randy Newman's voice, but then they miss the point. We're talking about song writers, not necessarily their performances of the song.
I mean, we did keep the Randy Newman drama going.
Yes.
Oh, gee, come on.
It's very busy here at RCN World Headquarters.
Literally, I've been around you for long periods of time. There's no reason for your phone to be turned up so loud.
So this is okay. Oh, hello, Eddie.
Four people called Jim. It's like 4 people. That's it.
Some of them don't watch this show and call during it.
Was that your dad?
Is it your birthday, Wax, today?
Yes.
Happy
birthday. I didn't. I just woke up. Well, we gotta. Okay, it's happy birthday. This is a big deal.
Put another candle on my birthday.
Are you 58?
Your birthday cake.
Yes.
Put another candle
God,
on your birthday cake.
I remember 58. Boy.
You're another year old today.
58.
I mean, historically,
58, and you hate.
You're another year old today. Hey,
even as a kid, I wasn't a big birthday guy.
Yeah, that's probably because you didn't have a lot of people that cared about you. But I had
no, not at all.
Happy birthday!
No,
come on, can't you guys donate? Isn't there a donate button on this channel?
I don't need donations. Thank you. I mean, I was planning on doing one thing today, and just
go look for records.
Well, no, I'm gonna do that. Well,
Jim, aren't you gonna take him to like a real fancy schmancy restaurant for lunch?
I was thinking about it, and then I thought,
I actually have a little work to do this morning,
yeah.
And then afterwards I'm gonna go out.
You should take him to that place where Fluffy got sick.
Oh, that place is awesome.
Yeah. Fluffy. Again, not to be a negative person. Thank you for the wishes.
Not to be. You're always a negative person.
No, I'm not negative, but my family. When I turned 40, my family tricked me. Didn't really trick me, but they all came to Vegas and surprised me.
Oh,
right. And I would never ask for something like that. It's just not in me to say.
I understand.
Because here's my deal. I'm single. I'll just go do what I want to do. You know what I mean? So to make a special day of it. So they all went there, but then I won't go so much into depth about it. It was very
I'm
nice.
the same way. You hit an age, you don't want them anymore.
Here's the deal. I think we live in a world where birthday, and there's certain things that people think to do for a birthday, but they don't say, well, would the person like this? You know what I mean?
You're right.
No. I'm turning 70 in August.
Yes.
And we've got Cirque du Soleil scheduled in the backyard. We are.
No, but that I would never enjoy stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Well, sometimes it's for the friends and other people, the ones like when I took for my 70th, I basically took myself to London alone for a week, and I met up with all the people. That was to me one of my greatest weeks of a birthday week. And a bunch of my local friends though said, no, you got to have a party. And I didn't. And then Coffee Julie and the archivist put together one at my house, of course, but they did all the food and all the stuff. And it was about 15 people, and it was great. It was fun. But it was a month later. They said, no, you can't just pass it by.
This is typically a phrase that would be say, but you like chocolate cake. And I go, when? You know, it's like
Oh,
it just
for me, August 27 is one of the hottest, shittiest, used to be the smoggiest day of the year.
Is that your birthday, 27th?
Yeah. And so
mine's 23rd. We're just
I
a week.
know. And I share a birthday with,
It is.
Lyndon Johnson. I think that's about it.
So we're both Virgos. Not that it matters, but.
Right. Yeah. I am not a Virgo, man. My house is a mess.
I'm a Virgo.
Anyway, so happy birthday, Robespierre.
no, thank you. But again, not a huge birthday, and also, I mean, I think almost every day I go out and do what I want to do.
Yeah.
So
that's
to say there's a special day to do it, like I don't like typically if you plan something, it might not go exactly the way you want it to go.
Now,
for me, a birthday would be like, okay, let's go get that German chocolate cake that costs $50 over it. Blah blah blah. That
right,
would make
like already, several of my family members wished me a happy birthday. It was a lot of my nieces and nephews. So far, my brother and my sister-in-law. So there's still people to disappoint. And in fact, the closest sibling, my sister, last year forgot. So there you go.
That's the thing. I just like, oh shit, I forgot a grandkid's birthday. I can never remember my brother's.
I remember. I mean, I program it into my phone, so I typically remember everyone's birthday. So you know who I share a birthday with? It's Pete Townsend. That's the only celebrity I know.
Well, that's a coincidence between you and I, because we both share our birthdays with a member of the Who. I share it with Keith Moon.
I think LBJ auditioned, but he didn't get in.
Are you being serious?
My mom forgot my birthday one year.
I thought you were an only child. Yeah,
he's never serious. He's never serious. So, can I show a record, or is it too early?
No, you can do whatever you want. Marcus, I appreciate it. No donating, nothing.
Have we only been streaming for 7 minutes? It feels
like much longer.
Yeah.
Hey, Mazzy, let's discuss, because they announced those Rhino hi-fis. And again, people can have their favorites. But again, I read a lot of comments. It was kind of almost unanimously people were disappointed.
Well, here's one interesting thing. I like to explain it because I understand a little bit about business. I don't like what's going on with the Rhino shipping delays and not being able to ship to the UK or buy the UK. There's some shit going on which I don't know anything about. Either does Westman, because I asked him. He does. Nobody knows, so we don't know what's going on there. Now, we've heard from Patrick Milligan and some of the Rhino people, for instance, they said, well, why are you doing that again when you already have other versions in print or whatever? For instance, Court and Spark and what's the other one? What's the other woman?
Not the
Share. There's the Share, the Court and Spark, and the what's the other one, people? Like, I forgot already.
Yeah, me too. Okay. Anyway, here's the thing. Sometimes it's like Court and Spark has been in print. It's been in box sets, everything else. Dusty Springfield. All right.
Excellent. That is an excellent record, but you know what? I already own it.
Yeah, but forget about you or me. It's not about us. What happens is
everybody already
owns it. A combination of the bean counters and the A&R people say, okay, Court and Spark, for instance, we're at the point we have so many units left, we need to do a repress. Okay, forget what's in the store, what's out there, what you bought 3 years ago. It's time to repress it. Why don't we make it one of our premium releases? It's never been a Rhino Hi-Fi, or it's never been a Reserve. That's sometimes why they repress something. We think it's been in print all the time. Yes, they are still around in the stores or on some websites at Amazon or record stores, but it's time for them in their catalog. Remember, Rhino is a catalog label. It's their business to repress and put out all the catalog Warner music stuff. So it's time to repress it. So they think, let's go back, recut it, and make it a hi-fi. It's as simple as that. You have it, I have it, we don't need it, but new people buy it all the time.
The kids are buying the new Rhino audio file.
Hold on. I'll give you my thought to that.
Oh, sure.
But I go to that Westman group, the Rhino Hi-Fi group, and read comments.
Yeah.
Maybe they should take a break from reissuing records for a couple months.
Why?
And get their shit straight.
Well, that's a whole. I agree with that.
They need
two different things. They're two different things.
No.
They are. The company.
Let me finish.
Wait, no, Rhino.
It's my birthday.
No, shut up. So happy birthday. Sony, Rhino, every label does not ship their own records. They have these.
Mazzy.
So, Mazzy, the fact that they don't ship their own records and someone else ships their records doesn't mean ship to the customer.
That's right.
Of course, and I'm not. I agree with you. I agree with you.
It's a non-issue. So what?
But Ron is. Rob is tying it together.
Can I offer my
I am too, and I won't stop because I don't need to know that they're separate.
Can I offer my assessment of what Rhino Hi-Fi is?
Go ahead.
Should be. It's a premium product that when you introduce premium products like that, you have to cater to the first adapters and the people that support it. Okay,
I agree with that.
You got to cater to your audience,
right? So the Rhino Hi-Fi is directed at a very specific group of collectors, and if you can't get every aspect of it correct, whether you fulfill the shipping yourselves or you contract it out, you need to get that shit fixed. And I thought they kind of did it a little bit after the Black Sabbath issues, but apparently do not.
Well, these are different issues now. The boxing thing was a horrible thing to begin with.
Mazzy, it's customer service issues are always the same.
It's bad. I'm not going to defend that.
So if you want to create, so I'm telling you, the user experience is great. Hey, maybe I'll buy the share record because I've had such a good time buying this product and enjoying it.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Joe Williams Jr.'s.
You're absolutely right about that. They need to get their act together. The shipping.
It was the same.
I don't understand
my original take. If you watch my original take on the MoFi debacle, my take was different than other people's takes. It was a customer service issue.
Yeah,
it's being true to your customers and taking care of their needs and wants. So this is no different. It seems to me. People don't want a record reissue. They don't want a record reissue. But if you create a great user experience all around, people don't mind as much.
One of the PR companies that reaches out to us, or me, and a lot of people, not just me, Fremers, all of them, has a segment where they work with Rhino stuff. So what I'm going to do after this stream today, I'm going to, not that they can do anything, but I'm going to reach out to them, the couple of people that I do with. They have like a Rhino group that handles that account, I guess. I guess that's how it works out. And I'm going to say there's a lot of buzz about this shipping thing and delays and the UK issue, which may not totally be their problem, but it is an issue they need to explain, because people in the UK all of a sudden can't, and Europe can't order product that they used to.
Wait a minute. Ike Willis died? Fuck.
Is that Bruce's brother?
Shut up, Mazzy. Respect. Ike Willis.
Okay.
We need a moment.
But again, Matthew, it was a fraud issue. But if they treated their customers with any respect, they would have been transparent about it. That's what people
I agree with that. And the records still sound the same they did the week before. They fucked that up.
Right, but again, the basis of all of this is a customer service issues. You need the customers to buy and support your product.
Well, hey, Mike, Rhino has a Joe. I mean, they don't have a Joe Harley, but the people like Pat Milligan and Jason Jones are that
Yeah,
They're
but
those A&R guys.
but hold on. And I've said this from the get-go. If you're going to do this, you be like Chad. You need a face. Okay, yes, they have these guys, but they're not making their own videos. They're not introducing the product. They're
Well,
not.
Joe Harley doesn't make his own videos either.
Well,
He makes the tour.
I
Yeah.
kind of
No, they do the tour. The thing is, there's been early on, there was things where someone would ask Joe Harley about when there were a few issues with shipping of Tone Poets at one point, and Joe Harley says, like, I can't even get a copy. So those people are out of the loop. Like he goes, I said, do you have copies of these promos yet? Or no promos. They don't send out promos, but I mean for him, he goes, I don't even have copies of the records that I've done. They don't send me them till late. So there is an issue. Very nice. Very nice. It's not, no, they don't have to, Rhino has to get this act together, as does some other labels, but some of the stuff you get from Rhino comes from the same, distributors that Universal or Sony. There's only like 3 or 4 major distribution houses.
Hold on, Mazzy. When I've ordered like maybe 2 of these Rhino hi-fis directly from them. They ship from LA. They ship from California.
Okay.
When I order from You Discover or the Music on Vinyl, it comes from like Tennessee or something.
There are 3 different or 4 different
I don't know.
distributions.
It seems like I don't know if it really does come from a secondary company. If it's coming from California, I don't.
The customer service is another issue. I agree with that.
Seriously, right now, I love Steve Westman. He's a great guy, but you know what? He has a family and a real job. It's not his job to be the go-between between the customer service and Rhino.
You know it's really weird.
And to his credit, he stepped up and contacted them for a lot of people.
Yeah, he has.
Not Westman's job to do this.
Right.
Maybe hire someone to do this.
Here's what's inconsistent about it, and I will agree with you with the Rhino thing. Now, yes, I've gotten some promos, but I've bought 2/3 of my Rhino hi-fis I've purchased, and I've never had a delay more than 2 weeks. Now, and other people, so sometimes you're lucky and sometimes you're not. That's what I don't understand. Like a lot of people are complaining about the Grateful Dead, Working Man's Dead. It's been a month since they ordered, they don't have it. Some people got it within a week. So I don't understand what that discrepancy is. I wish I knew about that. Yeah, I used to go to Musical Latina in the Mission. I know Musical Latina. I bought, in fact, one album I bought there years ago. This is kind of a weird thing to buy there, but I couldn't find a copy of Oro or Gracias por la Música, ABBA. ABBA sings in Spanish, and I found a copy at Musica Latina. The other one was Discolandia on 24th Street. That was near my house, because I lived on Florida and 21st. Yeah. So 4 blocks up was Discolandia.
Hey, reach out to Mazzy privately if you want to have let's get to know Mazzy moment of the show. Thank you. But he shouldn't be the go-between.
You're right. He shouldn't have to do that. I agree with that. Yeah.
I swear to God, how many years are we going on with these Rhino hi-fis?
2
years?
3?
3?
2 years. 2 years.
And they can't get their shit straight? Come on.
I'll write that PR person just to say, hey, you need to give feedback to your client. And the people in the vinyl community start buzzing about this.
It's beyond ridiculous. Now, for me, I bought 2 Rhino hi-fis. I will buy it. Actually, I have 3, maybe 4, but the one I've only bought 2 directly from them. The others I've gotten at like Amoeba, like the cars. I have the television I bought directly from them, the Black Sabbath from them. And I think I have another one I probably bought at like Amoeba. But that, you know what? I'd rather them just send all their records to the mom and pop stores so I can go get it myself. That's what I prefer. I don't want to order from you anymore. That's my attitude. But their customer I feel like AI is a big part of it now. but AI would probably do a better job than they're doing right now. I'll tell you that.
Well, the problem, it's two different things. And I remember there was, okay, here's a weird thing. There was a label that I knew of, a small label, and they posted, and people I knew, they posted someone as a customer service rep. And I reached out to the guy, said, I'd like a part-time gig if you really want someone. And, those kind of jobs you can do from home and stuff, and, a few days a week or whatever. I thought it'd be kind of fun to try it out. My concern is being the customer service person, whether it's any of us or whoever is on that phone, they still have to deal with the fucking warehouse and the distribution people who actually pack and ship the records. And I could say, everything's cool, we'll get you your record. And if they don't ship it, I look like a fool and the label looks like a fool. So just because they have someone who could get you an answer, you have to have the backup of a team of a, shipping department, a shipping warehouse to be able to do it. So you could have the best person telling you, we'll get you that right away. And how do you elevate that shipment? Sometimes you hear these things, let's elevate it to another department to get it out to you. They shouldn't have to do that.
There's a customer service department issue in this record, Joe's Garage. I don't know if you're familiar with it.
I have a promo of that.
Totally inappropriate. But there is customer service problem with
No,
this.
not Dairy Queen, Joe. No, I'd like a part-time
Very
gig.
sad right now that Ike Willis died. Did you see my picture of Ike?
Yeah, we did. Like
Autographed. And how many among us right now feel like they're, what can I say? My balls feel like a pair of maracas.
Did anyone else try to order the Grateful Dead hi-fi and get it or not get it? I'm curious. Roger said
one guy said everything he orders from Rhino comes fast and is perfect.
Yeah, I think I don't know if it depends on where you are. I get things fairly fast. Maybe if Rob's right and he says they ship from California, I get them, up in Washington within a couple of days.
When I've ordered directly from them, I've gotten it like very quickly. But it's bad. If you ask me one characteristic of the Rhino Hi-Fi group, it's people complaining about ordering and shipping issues.
Yeah.
Not complaining about the titles they choose to reissue.
The thing is, in terms of the titles, they want to keep the stuff in print. And I don't subscribe to the thing that you should have to want or buy or any title is directed to everybody. I mean, there are titles they release that I have no interest in. And I'm not disappointed if 1 month or two, I don't care for the titles. They're not interesting to me, or I already have them. But there's people that it's funny, the comments in my video, there were people who've never owned a copy of Court and Spark or Dusty in Memphis. And all of a sudden they're fans of the Hi-Fi series. So they finally order those two records.
Well, I have a Rhino reissue, whatever, 2015 or something like that.
It's good.
Dusty in Memphis. And that's fine for me.
Yeah. And Chad did a double 45 version last year.
This is the box. This is the brand new reissue with all three records.
How new is it? Is it right now? It's come out?
No, it came out in the last few years. This is Banded for Airplay. This is blah blah blah. Banded for Airplay sticker. This is another Acts 1, 2, and 3. This is just Joe's Garage Act 1. So how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and a half. This is the puzzle. This is actually a jigsaw puzzle of the cover.
Oh.
Well, 5.5. Who had 5.5? Rick's had 5.5.
How many people have
bingo?
How many people have blackface puzzles at home?
Hey Jim, can you rub some black shoe polish on your face?
Go look at Rick's comment. He had it nailed. 5.5. The puzzle makes it a half. Gosh darn it! I am impressed, Rick's.
The thing is, with any of these labels, there are money people who have to be passed through. Sometimes they can push certain titles, but it's not just the ARM people said, I want a share record that nobody has asked for. All these kind of responses. We didn't ask for that. Well, the collective, we didn't ask for that. But I have that original album and it's an excellent record.
I'll say this. 30 years in movie market research.
Record talk? Sorry.
It's not that hard to find out what the public wants it seems very weird to me that businesses, entertainment companies, consistently don't pay attention to what the public.
Well, you know, Rob, based on that, the public wants more Marvel movies, more action movies.
Actually, that's not true, Mazzy, because
they don't go to the other movies unless something clicks.
No, that's not true, Mazzy.
No?
Because if you want to say the last bunch of Marvel movies haven't performed what they should be, are they making the right kind of Marvel movies? I don't know.
Yeah.
But here, like, I'll give you a good one. They just dropped the TV series trailer for Lanterns, the Green Lantern show. I'm more interested in that than I am if there was a movie version of it. That's just
I agree. Well, yeah.
But I mean, like the reviews for the new Star Wars movie, the whatever it is, Grogu, people are iffy on it. People have seen it.
I have no desire.
Right.
You know,
but there you go.
Talk about Marvel. The TV things are more interesting. Daredevil was great.
Okay, here's my take on, and it might not be true, but I think it leans towards the truth. They were making another season of that Grogu show, and there was a hole in this summer for Disney. And they said, can you just make it a movie and we'll release it in theaters? I'm almost positive that is the case.
Could be.
And
I heard Daredevil was down, but it was good. Daredevil 2 is good.
People don't understand the budgets for these TV shows are insane. If you add up, like, I don't know how many they did, like 6 or 7 episodes.
8 episodes.
It's the same budget as a movie.
Yeah.
I'm betting. I'm making a strong bet that they were making it as another season, and there was a hole in this year for Disney, and they said make it a movie and we'll release it theatrically. That's what I'm thinking. I
hated the Watchmen TV, so sorry, Amanda. I tried to watch that. I liked the movie actually, but I tried to watch it. And it was like watching paint dry. But that's what just different taste sometimes. Well, I like Watchmen. I like the whole.
I did watch the Punisher special, and it's just him murdering people for about.
It's basically a zombie movie.
No, but it's supposed to be a bridge to the new
it's 45 minutes. It's a 45-minute one-off.
But that new Spider-Man movie is not going to be that bloody.
No.
I mean, like again, here's a good for instance.
Thank you, Amanda.
There's a Voltron movie they made, and they're now going to Amazon's just putting it on streaming.
Huh.
You'll just be able to stream it. They're not going theatrical with it.
You know, it's fun. We watched again. Michelle was here this week and brought her dog because her dog has a leg issue, so she couldn't leave it at the ranch. And she hadn't watched Hail Mary, so we rented it. And it's a 2.5-hour movie, and I saw it in the theater. I fucking loved it. And it, as good as it was, it's not as good on television. It's good, but you get sidetracked. You know, it's 2.5 hours, and
but I'll be honest with you, Mazzy, that movie was not made to be theatrical. It was made by Amazon, and it's going to do its best job for them when they put it on Amazon.
It's the biggest movie of the year box office already. So.
Not now. I think maybe Michael will be bigger than that.
Well, okay.
But I will tell you, I'm letting you know, Amazon bought MGM.
Right.
Get all those movies that they can put on their streaming service and people will watch. So I haven't seen it yet because I don't go to the movie theater.
It's really good. But the thing is, you want to pay attention to it because there's a lot of subtle things in it too. And I mean, it's a movie. It's a movie that doesn't seem like it would work because it seems like it's like that Grogu and a little.
It's from the guy who did the Martian. So
Amanda, we're disagreeing here. I didn't like it as good as The Martian.
Well, for all intents and purposes, it's similar film.
It's a guy like Lost in Space. It's like Robinson Crusoe in a way.
Yeah. Right. That's what The Martian is.
But there's something about it. And again, I was afraid it was going to be cutesy, like the panda bears on Star Wars, whatever they're called.
Hey, Dan. There's still a craving for these types of films like I'll give you a good for instance. I rewatched the last Indiana Jones movie, and although I liked it, I'm not a big James Mangold guy. He's not my favorite
I
director.
like that last one actually.
Well, the problem with it is it was not a good story to tell.
That could be. Yeah.
And I'll be honest with you, the failure of most movies like that is the villain. If they have a good villain, then typically the movie's good and the villain has to die really good death. So, and they had a good villain in the Indiana Jones. It was Mads Macklin, who's always a good villain, but he didn't die good at the end.
Okay, I'm going to show a record. I'm going to show a record now. Jim, are you finished showing your Izzy records or your Illis records?
Ike Willis?
Yeah.
Can I show him again? Yeah, I am.
No, he's done. He's
now,
done.
I'll preface this because I have to. I got this as a promo, but this is a promo I requested. I've only requested maybe 2 or 3 times something from a label, and in fact, I made a video on this when it was announced, unbeknownst to the label, and just because I love this record so much, and it is the Beau Brummel's 1975 reunion record. Now, this record bombed when it came out, and reunion records didn't have a lot of good track record. They never do. Jefferson Airplane reunion album in the 80s, I guess it was terrible on Columbia. The Byrds records, 73, 74 reunion was not great. It's kind of gotten better over the years, but it's still not a great Byrds record. It was like a bunch of solo pieces put together. But this is the original 5 members of Beau Brummel's, and it's excellent. And this came out about 3 or 4 months before the Fleetwood Mac 75 with the first Buckingham Nicks. And it's kind of in that wheelhouse of a pop record. I think it didn't fit in at the time. And what, as Rob would say, no one was asking for a Beau Brummel's reunion. And if you know him, this is co-produced by Lenny Waronker and Ted Templeman. So it's got that great, Ted.
How many albums did they originally put out?
Well, it's hard. I think they did 5 to begin with in the 60s.
And were they a reaction to the Beatles, or am I wrong?
Yeah, but they were the first I mean, in a way, 64, they had the first hit, and they were part of the reason some say that the Beau Brummel's was used, because BEAU comes directly after BEAT if you had records alphabetically in the bin, Beau Brummel's. San Francisco, Sal Valentino, Ron Elliott, Just a Little, and Laugh Laugh. Laugh Laugh was a huge hit. They were on the Flintstones, if you remember. They were a big band out of San Francisco. And
music.
Laugh Laugh was produced by Sly Stone, and he produced that first album. Problem is they leave that they were on an independent label, Autumn Records, and they go to Warner Brothers. And Warner Brothers, to me, one of their biggest fuck ups ever. In 1966 they put out Beau Brummel 66, which was a bunch of covers like Beatles songs, and it's just a weird thing for a group
like. What style of music was that reunion then?
Well, this is kind of like a folk country rock, but very almost like Fleetwood Mac 75 pop. Excellent songs, excellent recording. But anyway, this is Real Gone Music, and this has been out of print for years. Again, it's not an expensive original, but it hasn't been in print.
But it sounds like they're a manufactured band.
They're not. They were a band from San Francisco. They're not a band.
Wasn't the BEAU?
Well, maybe the title. I don't remember. Like Tom Donahue, who was, Tom Donahue. Yeah, Tom Donahue was their manager, and he worked at KYA Radio, and then he started KMP. He basically the godfather of underground radio, FM radio. He managed them and helped market them and stuff. And I don't remember what. Oh. Anyway,
to me, at 10 years old, the Beau Brummels peaked on the Flintstones.
Hey, okay, here's a question for you, Mazzy. Were any of the members of the Beau Brummels go on to do anything?
But not in big thing. Like Ron Elliott and Sal Valentino were the main writers. When they ended up, Triangle in 67 is a great Baroque psychedelic record, and it didn't do very well. The next year in 68, almost exact same times as Sweetheart of the Rodeo, they went to Bradley's Barn in Tennessee and did a country album, which is great. And Rhino has reissued it. Run Out Groove did an expanded version of it. It's a good influential record, but it didn't. But then Ron Elliott did a solo record that is a cult record in the Acid Archives. And Sal Valentino started a band that was signed to Warner Brothers. They did like 4 albums called Stone Ground. And it was a big band, like a R&B, soul, country-ish thing. And that bombed too. So not really. But Ron Elliott worked in Hollywood and worked with a lot of artists in Hollywood. But this set is 2-record set. It's got the proper album. I haven't listened to it yet. It came in yesterday. It's got the proper album. And then it has a second disc. And this is Alec Paleo, who from the Bay Area, who does all these great. He does a lot of stuff for Rhino and for Cherry Red Records. These comps of 60s and 70s artists. The second disc are outtakes and alternate versions. So I'm excited about this because I love this record. And if you like that kind of a country rocky kind of thing, again, more pop, like that Fleetwood Mac around the same time. It's got the great production.
It wasn't reissued. You just bought an original, or that's a reissue?
This is a reissue. This comes out June 6th, I think. It's not out yet. And it's on Real Gone. It's the same kind of thing like the new reissue record store day of Dada Records.
Okay, good.
You know, it's a single thing, and it's
right.
got.
And it's pressed at that same place, right?
You know, I don't even know. It doesn't say, but my guess is got a groove, right? This should have been a bigger record because it's very catchy. It's really well recorded. So the original came out in 1975. I did say that, Ivan. I said that 10 minutes ago. Okay, so
yeah, come on, Ivan. Pay attention.
And Deck Mulligan, he was on the first 3 Beau Brummels albums, and he quit. He came back for the reunion. He lived near our record store on Irving Street. And he used to come in, and we used to go to the Irish pub. He's the one guy who was from Ireland, from Derry, I think. And we used to go drinking with him at the pub when they were recording this, when he came back to San Francisco. So,
Beefheart.
Mazzy already has the record.
That's a great record. I know people like to laugh at it, but that's a good record.
He was actually kind of a good musician.
He's a great musician. We showed that on one of the episodes here.
Yeah, Clear Spot is a great fucking record, man.
Yeah.
Hey, I got something to show. I got 2 records to show. So if Michael Potri on Plastic is watching, as long as I've known Michael Potri on Plastic, he's very enthusiastic about getting you, like, about records he likes and trying to get you to like them. Obviously classical, and he likes
City pop,
but it's mainly K-pop, city pop. So every time he's tried to get me to like city pop, I go, I can go stand in an elevator and listen to this. But so Safari posted this for Saturday Morning Drop. He sent me the picture and said, this record is killer. Okay. So it's this record. He says this guy's one of the big guys in city pop. What's his name? Takahashi Kawamatsu. This is like with the hype sticker and Gold Digger. So I bought it. And I said to him, you know what? I like this. It's like 80s kind of techie pop meets city pop. So it's very well recorded. Like, this record sounds excellent, and I think great. Mazzy, what's your opinion on? I think people a little bit talk Greg Galby as a mastering engineer. He did a lot of.
I mean, Howard, not Howie Gelb.
No, Greg Galby. I see his name on a lot of stuff.
I don't know much about him.
He did this, and it's funny. So I listened to one song, and there's a hook in one of the songs, and I go, I've heard this hook. And I was struggling with my brain going, what's the hook? And then I thought about that Mariah Carey song that Puff Daddy produced. That like hook, which they took from a rap song.
Greg Calby. I know. Oh, with the C. Yeah, I know Greg Calby.
Calby. Sorry.
I thought.
But he mastered this. And this song, what's the song? Secret Lover. So this came out in 85. And I'm trying to remember the I'm trying to remember because the Mariah Carey song came out in like 98. So obviously after, and the song that sampled the rap song. Let me figure out which. I forgot the rap song. No, World Famous Supreme Team. Hey DJ. I think they stole the hook from this guy's song. That's what I think. But this is a good album. So if you're kind of like on the fence about city pop, I say listen to this record because it's good. So I will keep this one. All the other city pop, I'm not there yet on all that stuff. The other record is this guy Larry Willis, who's a jazz pianist.
Is he related to Willis?
What you talking about?
You're horrible.
What?
I don't even know this record label. This was like a Lenny Lewis Productions record label. So I have it's somewhere laying around here. His other record on Groove Merchant, very hugely desirable record, hard to find. That needs to be reissued. There's one company that's reissuing Groove Merchant records. This is that's a little more intense, kind of funky jazz. This is kind of soul jazz. It really is very good. But the next day after I was cleaning and listened to the other record, Sibylline, me and Jim went into Sibylline. They had this on the wall, so I bought it. It really is. This is a good record. So, what else? I'll stop there for now. But that city pop record, go stream it. It's, especially the Dream Lover song, which I think that Furious 5 stole that hook.
I'm going to showcase a book here. I'm going to showcase a music-related book that I'm going to do an interview with the, I guess, the archivist of this photographer, and I've talked to her before. This is coming out in a few weeks. I'm excited about this because 60 years ago, the end of this August, I had a drum lesson. So you know where we're going with this, right? August 29th, 1966, 60 years ago. So Jim Marshall, the photograph Jim Marshall, photographer, late, great Jim Marshall. This is the Beatles. This is photos not only from the Candlestick Show. I own one of his photographs from the Candlestick Show. This has stuff from the Cow Palace. It has this whole dissertation. Like here's backstage at the Cow Palace with Joan Baez and Mimi Farina. But he went through all the negatives, and all the proof sheets are on here. It's written partially by Joel Selvin. He used to be the music critic of the Chronicle. And it's kind of a cool, So
that's your drum lesson?
Well, this is the show that I had a drum lesson that night instead of seeing the Beatles, because my mother said, you can go next year. And we know what happened next year. But it's coming out on Chronicle Books. I'm surprised it's not on your cover of your next edition, Jim, because it's right in your wheelhouse. Yeah. So
I hate to tell you what I'm working on. I'm working on something completely different.
A penile implant.
I
said different. Jesus.
And then they got into, and then the Ronettes were one of the opening acts. Look at Mal Evans and Joan Baez.
Wow.
Candlestick Park.
I was 10, 9, almost 10.
Yeah, and they're all smoking. That's why, unfortunately, George died of
smoking.
Ralph J. Gleason. Now, I have, let's see, which photograph is it? I own one of the photographs, but he did a cool crop. This is Ralph J. Gleason, the jazz and pop critic for the Examiner. For the Chronicle right there. But when Jim was selling this picture, he crops it right between the two. So I have the picture of of John Lennon in front of the garbage can. This is backstage. It's a Candlestick Park in the dressing rooms. So anyway, that's enough for now. But
Very nice.
This comes out next month.
Hey, there's this book. I think it might have. It's on its third when they repress. Yeah, but they what is it called when they also update it?
A revised edition.
Well, this Some Ra book, Some Ra Omniverse book.
Is this the one with the covers?
No. This is like an all-encompassing type of thing. Hold on, I'm trying to pull up the email I got that says it's been repressed and updated. It's somewhere. It's from Forced Exposure, or no, your favorite store. What's the one that has a physical store in San Francisco? Stranded. So Stranded is
San Francisco and Oakland. They have 2 stores.
I looked around. Stranded seems to be the only one saying they have it. It's $90. It's a big book, but this is the third pressing and updating of the book. It originally came out 30 years ago, I think.
That's not the one with the covers, Tom, according to Rob.
No, this is more. It does have pictures, but no.
The cover book is a company up here in Seattle that did that.
It's not the cover book. It's like more biographical.
Marcus, I'm interviewing Amelia probably next week sometime. It won't be live, so it'll be in the next 2 weeks. It's not the covers one.
No, it's not the covers one. How much was the covers one? The covers one
Well,
is same price.
I think it was like 70 or 80, but when I went to Phantasma Graphics here in Georgetown, next to Georgetown Records, they're connected. I said, do you have the book? 'Cause I didn't see it. He goes, yeah, we just got some in. And then he says, oh, by the way, I have 2 that are damaged that are half price. I said, well, can I see them? And he pulls it out. It had a little, in fact, I got this promo of this book and there's a little crinkle, but I don't really care about that. So I got it for $35 or $37.
Nice.
I mean, that Omniverse book's $90, so it's not cheap.
Reading a bleeding book. What's that from, Mazzy?
I know that's not the covers book. I know that. That's what I said. Someone in the comments said it was the covers book. What Rob showed was not the covers book.
No.
The covers book is a big square book. I have a copy downstairs.
He got it nicked for cheap.
Oh shit! It's 7:47. We're late. Hey, 7:47. I need to take a moment here and go. Put another candle on your birthday cake.
I don't need to.
Another year old. Happy birthday to the waxed. Ha 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 ha.
You know what time you were born?
I muted him, huh?
Were you born at 7:47?
I don't. I think I was born early in the morning, but I don't know.
Got it.
Hatched. Started beat.
I have one.
Way out of the egg.
I have one distinctive memory as a baby, and it was at one point I was very dehydrated to the point where I was in the hospital. So I have one memory of being in the hospital in a room by myself, in a window behind me, and getting up and looking out the window. And I must have been 2. That's my earliest memory. Thank you. 2.
Okay.
2-ish.
I have a memory of my brother and I being in cribs together, and the cribs had wheels on them, and we would rock the cribs and get them close to each other, jump into each other's crib and fight.
You did that the other day, though, right? That's just from 2 days ago.
But we used to make our cribs go across. It was a wooden floor.
Was that around the time of the Revolutionary War?
I was a teenager. I was a teen.
Was that the time? Yeah.
Around the revolution, yeah. It was around the time of the Cuban Missile Crisis. Yeah.
I don't know who's Too Much Wonderful.
Oh, ban them.
I don't know who Too Much Wonderful is. Thank you, Kimbo. Maybe it'll be a reason for you to celebrate today, Kimbo.
Yeah,
my birthday happens at VinylCon LA.
Let's not make it about you, Mazzy. There's 350.
I'm debating whether to come to LA again. I don't think I can make it.
There's a concert in LA.
Why not come down?
I don't know if I can. I'm not sure.
Come. I think what we're going to do is Jim might get a table where all of us can part with records.
We can sell records there.
Yeah, the Jim Marshall documentary is great. Amelia's great. She was Jim's archivist assistant, and Jim has no family, no kids, left his entire archive to Amelia, and she's done great with it, with a series of books on jazz and rock and the Rolling Stones. Last year was a Grateful Dead book. Really kind of does good with his archive.
Oh, hold on. So another person's come by to make me feel young. Hey, Harry.
Happy birthday, Rob.
Thank you.
Hey, Harry.
I only want one thing. I only want one thing for my birthday. For Harry to storm off the stream.
No, I want Harry to get his guitar out and sing happy birthday.
No, please not.
Right now, before he even wakes up.
No, it's in the wrong key for me.
You can't do it in your own key. You can't.
Did Zappa ever do a birthday song?
Thank you.
Not that I know of. That I can think of offhand.
What about Randy Newman? Did he ever do a birthday song?
Randy Newman wrote "Happy Birthday to You." No, Randy Newman wrote the Sheriff John "Happy Birthday."
He did songs about America and a lot of songs about America. So.
Hey, see the T-shirt that was in my buddy's record collection?
Oh, nice.
I have that T-shirt. I have that.
Wait, that was your friend's T-shirt?
I think mine's
no,
black.
But apparently when he orders some records, they sent him a shirt along with it.
Yeah, that was from Universal. Or no, from Kraft. That was a Kraft thing.
Thank you.
Hey, Rob, I picked up a few albums and CDs. I sent Mazzy a thing about it already. This guy's playing in Seattle. I think you would like him. It's like, what do they call it? Post-bop?
Yeah, I don't think I can make that.
Where did you get those at?
They were in my friend's collection.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
And then he signed and numbered them all. But there's he's also got vinyl.
So that's from his own. He put them out himself.
Yeah, Nicholas Krolak. Check him out. I think you would like him.
Okay. How deep are you in through the collection?
That's right.
Well, let's put it this way. I paid almost 14 grand for it, and I've already got back over 11,000. So I'm doing pretty good.
Does that include all the money it took to get it to your house?
No, I'm not counting the 3 grand it took to drive back.
But okay, how much of a dent is that 11 grand into the collection?
Maybe 45-50%.
Okay.
Maybe 60% at the most. It's hard to judge.
And you still and you could possibly come across some records that are probably the more stellar titles in that collection too, right?
Well, yeah, I've kind of set all that aside already.
So you haven't even sold that stuff.
Not the high end stuff.
How many records were there? About
there had to. I'm gonna guess over 2,500 easily. There was 20 bins, and each bin was at least 150 records or more. So what's that come out to? And some of them were in original boxes.
And also, most of the money has come from you having a garage sale, right?
Yeah, 2 garage sales. Amy's friend came Saturday, and he bought almost $2,700 worth.
Oh, there you go.
So Robski.
Yeah, Rob. And Amy has yet to come out. She's on the road somewhere, but when she gets back, she's going to stop by.
She's in LA. She's in Rob's or she was in Rob's territory last weekend.
I smelled something. I don't even know.
It's been an experience, let me tell you.
That's cool though.
Yeah.
But that's shit you did for years, so you know what you're doing.
Right. And if Elliot is around, I need Elliot to get a hold of me. There's a few albums he might be interested in.
Hey, Elliot, are you
Hey, Bob.
watching? Oh, I want to point something out. Okay, I made a. Thank you, Craig. I appreciate it. Thank you. So people know that 90% of what I do, I think is funny. I mean, I do it to be humorous. Maybe that's a better way. So one of the most irritating people I know is on screen. Is on screen, and he asked me to do this. By the way,
I did not. I did not ask you to do that, and you can expect something from my people.
What's funny is what the AI did is I don't think that's sort of the same cover in the All in the Warehouse, but I did it because I made this one. He requested after I made this one, and I did this for a reason.
You should have cleaned up my beard,
dude. This is the toughest you've ever looked. If you looked like that in real life, people would pay you what they owe you.
Were you in Sons of Anarchy?
But so what's the story behind it, Rob?
So the story behind it is there's one of the biggest moron we've all come across. And I showed that record on screen because someone I'm friends with said, "Hey, if you ever come across this record, grab it for me because I've been looking for it for a long time and can't find it." And I picked it up for him and I said, "It's yours." Yeah, I'm not doing it to make money, but I did say, "Hey, this is a very rare record I found," and humorously said, like, "It's me. I found it. It's the magic of me being me," right? Everyone knows that's humorous, except the big idiot. So the biggest idiot, and by the way, it's hard for me to say I don't go to this guy's things and see stuff. People send it to me. There are people who send me, all the people who hate my guts, the posts, and send it to me. So it's unavoidable for me to see it. And if I see it, I'll comment on it. So the Putz made a post, I don't know, misconstruing. I said on the stream, I picked it up for this person and I'm giving it to him. This person was so offended because he showed the record on one of his unwatched streams that no one watches and claims he did it first and he sold the record for $150 and bashed me saying I would probably get $25 for it, where he didn't pay attention to anything I said, which is typical of this idiot. So in response,
I apologize. Didn't I say I was sorry?
Listen, if you were really this dude, I'd be scared of you, but you're not. So I just did this post as a humorous thing, and I got so many. It's one of my biggest liked, commented on Instagram posts anyway.
So it's your birthday, so that's the funniest thing we've ever seen. Isn't that great, guys?
Yes.
It's so wonderful.
So is the George Jones album that's hard to find? Is that it?
Hey, Alex Dickey, you know who everyone knows who the idiot is. It's not this idiot. It's the number one idiot we've all had to bear witness to.
I got a question for Rix, because I don't quite understand what you're saying there. Are you telling me
no one does?
Wait. There's the acoustic sounds one that came out is the definitive version, or is there a separate 4 LP box set?
What is he talking about?
That's double 45. I don't like double 45, so I'll get it.
Hey,
Genesis Lamb Lies Down on Broadway.
Rix, next time, again, in the long line of historically bad comments.
No, he said it right. I mean, but it just got a little.
In the
I didn't know if there was a separate box set after the 45. What's the best 33 version? I don't like this 45 bullshit, especially on something so like that. Mine's original, and it's not a great sounding record, the American.
Have you guys discussed Mike's trip to London yet?
No.
His video?
No.
It's
I thought it was going to go bad. I thought that couple was going to be these like sex swappers or serial killers that wanted to pick them up and get in the car and go to Ronnie Scott's.
It didn't sound like his girlfriend had a good time.
No, not quite. I mean, record stores and Abbey Road and 250
And
pictures.
jazz music.
I've been on that crosswalk. It's not easy to take that picture. Yeah. But you know, in the back of a Mercedes limo, not a limo, but you know, car where they offer cocaine to the girlfriend and not to Mike.
Unbelievable.
Hold on. Everyone has to admit, Rick's is not good with the comments.
We did see Mike's podcast. But when I talk to Mike, you don't go to Ronnie Scott's in a Mercedes with another couple when you wear a puffy jacket. I'm sorry. You know,
I don't think but he wasn't planning on going at that.
He wanted to go, but he didn't know he was going to go with these rich bitches.
There. Hey, we talked a little bit about it at the beginning. Let's everyone give kudos to Leland. Somehow Leland has some bad dirt on Mike and made him include him on this podcast.
You know,
congratulations, Leland.
I only got through the first half of Mike. He talks about Chad Fest and talks about Vinyl File or some of the reissue. I didn't get to finish it yet because I just started it this morning.
Hey, Leland, you have to admit, maybe Mike needs to hire a director for his podcast. It was very.
I liked it. I liked it.
I love the part where Leland stood up halfway through it and went swing.
I liked the podcast. I only saw the first hour of it though. I haven't because then
I watched about 50 minutes before this morning when I woke up.
I invited him up here. He's probably not awake though.
Oh, the lower half of his body is Filipino.
But it was 2.5 hours of taking pictures of him crossing Abbey Road.
Yeah, I know. I've been there.
I think the girlfriend
I wrote
had
a book
right
and I didn't even
little,
take that long. I mean, it's not, you know, it's not easy.
You know what? Here's the deal with these iconic pictures, people. Stop with the iconic pictures.
Why?
Because we can make it on our own with Canva or
people
AI.
like it though. People enjoy it. Why dump on someone's parade wax? I know
you'll take one picture and then edit out everybody that's in the background and shit, you know.
And then put the Volkswagen in and the whole bit, and you could do, you know, basically you could just take a picture at home and stick it on a backdrop, you know.
I've met Leland in person.
If they were smart, they'd make a little set where you can just stand there and take a picture and make it look like you're there.
Well, they did that. What record was it? They do it at record stores sometimes, you know, when a reissue comes out. They did a Beatle one.
Okay.
I forgot which.
Here's a question for Mazzy and Harry. Not for Jim, because he's not even here. Did you watch any of the Paul McCartney on Saturday Night Live from last weekend? What was your take on it?
I thought the new song was pretty good. I thought Band on the Run was a little sluggish. Obviously, his voice is what it is. I thought they were a little sluggish. I want to know what happened to Abe. Why did they bring
he had a family commitment he had to take care of.
So was that the whole reason Chad was there?
Probably.
Chad.
From the Chili Peppers.
Oh, Chad Smith.
I thought it was sad. And I hate the song Coming Up. I'm so
that was only done during the closing credits.
I will say the skit he did in the auto shop where they were making fun of his nonsense words he used to say back in the day, right?
Yeah, that was good.
Actually, I believe he was making fun of Dana Carvey's impression of him.
Right.
Where he would go make up words.
Diddly squatted. Yeah. You know, good for Paul. He looks better than most of you people here at 85 or 84.
I got to disagree. I didn't think he looked good at all. I think he looks frail. He's got to get rid of the beard. Maybe he's got to go
eat a steak, get a little protein.
Yeah,
like a little iron. It was fine. I'm not as excited about. I've heard good things about the new album. I'm not that excited. I'm not a fan of Andrew Watt. Andrew Watt is the Uberkin who compresses Pearl Jam and the Rolling Stones, and they're good stuff. But to me, Paul McCartney should have just got a guitar and a piano and stripped back and do some low key, I hate to say it, Rick Rubin type of thing. like he did.
Those days are gone, but I wanted a Rick Rubin album so bad 15 years ago or more.
Paul McCartney's, now it's easy for us second or fourth quarter, fifth quarter backs, whatever you want to call it, to criticize Paul McCartney. Who are we, right?
Yeah.
But he's always chased for the last 30 years the producer of the month. Whoever's a cool, hip producer, whether it's, he didn't use Steve Lillywhite, but he would have been a Hugh Padgham. And then, of course, the Radiohead guy. And he always goes for that. Don't do that. Do your own
thing. Then when he gets them, he doesn't listen to them. It's still a McCartney album.
He's doing too many layers of things to piece together a record.
The
best record he's done in the last 30 years, from my point of view, is the third Fireman album. It's just him and Youth, just the two of them. And it's great.
I would say Flaming Pie was his last great record.
Yeah, but the Fireman Rush, no, the third one is just him and Why didn't he not use it? We don't know. Especially since Rubin did that documentary with him, they should have just fucking done something, strip him back.
Yeah. And that new Rolling Stones album, what I don't understand, they've got this. This is 3 CDs of stuff that was leaked, that's done, ready to go. Why didn't they just reissue or put some of this stuff out?
I don't know.
There's amazingly good stuff.
From what year? From what years were those leaked from?
This is anywhere from 85 to 97 to 73. 74.
Well, that's like 50-year-old shit.
It's all finished songs that they haven't released.
Well, they should do an outtakes box. Definitely.
Where did you get that from?
It's a bootleg. This was made in Japan, but from several years ago.
Sound good?
Oh, it's great. It's great stuff.
And how many albums of solid material would you say they could put out from that? What percentage of that?
It's 3 CDs.
They could do a box set of outtakes, definitely.
It's over 50 songs.
They should do a box of outtakes.
Remember
you remember in the 70s when they were going to do, Paul was going to do cold cuts?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's never come out. There's a lot of outtake stuff. He did some of it on the anthologies or the archive series, but they'll do it. Believe me, everything is kind of there.
Well, okay. I'll give you a good example.
After he's gone, maybe.
I'll give you a good example that since this dude passed away, and they hired a guy to manage the estate, which I think he's done a pretty good job, but they haven't put out like an unreleased true album yet. Is the Prince, which I know there's a ton of stuff.
No, actually, the Diamonds album and the Sign of the Times, the massive box sets are fucking excellent. There's like
Mazzy, but those are from existing albums, which they have.
But those box sets have songs that aren't even on those records.
I understand that, Mazzy. I'm talking about a standalone album that's strictly not been released.
Well, in a way, that's what those are. They haven't released it's the
like
stuff recording around the time of Sign of the Times, and it's like,
have they done anything with David Bowie?
Does he have tons of stuff that hasn't been released?
I don't know.
They do 4 Zappa releases a year.
Bang. Again, they put out that TV show thing, but has any of it? I'm talking about a standalone album that's released as a new album of stuff that's never been released.
Well, the Hendrix family has done a good job of that.
Yeah, but they're releasing his stuff. No? What has been released from Hendrix that was never released?
Everything.
A lot of shit.
Well, but not studio stuff. It's like concerts and stuff.
It's both. It's both. There's a blues album. There's a blues comp of all these blues outtakes and things. It's both with Hendrix. Yeah.
Oh, Mitch, come on. Abbey Road with his true, but as a solo artist,
no.
Put out a lot of good stuff.
I disagree. Again, I own most of Beatles stuff.
Thank you, Roger.
I own most of Beatles stuff. And if I had to pick my favorite Beatle, it'd be Paul. But
because he's the cute one, right?
No, because because literally the years I grew up, formative years into adulthood, he was releasing shit, and it was popular, and I didn't dislike it, and I can hum those songs.
I mean, as I said, the Prince stuff that's on the Diamonds and the all those records, they're like 6-7 LPs of stuff, not just outtakes, finished complete songs that have never been released.
I understand that, Mazzy. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, yeah, but have they released a Tom? I know there's got to be enough songs to release a standalone Tom Petty album. That's technically brand
new. They've done
Diamonds
like
and Pearls
box sets of anthology kind of stuff, and
yeah, but I'm talking about a new Tom Petty record.
Peter Tork wasn't even the best monkey. Peter Tork was a mistake, in my opinion.
Really?
I didn't like anything he did. I didn't find him funny.
Zilch.
No, I'll tell you. Okay,
Peter Percival Patterson had a pet pig.
I understand. I don't know.
Pet pig Porky loved pie.
I don't know.
Pizza pie, pumpkin pie.
That monkey's reunion.
I'm impressed.
Mr. Bob Dabalina.
All right.
Mr. Bobalina.
Never mind. Furthermore, that is self-defense.
I'm trying to say something right now, please. Don't talk over me, Harry.
I will storm out of here.
It's Rob's birthday.
Gift you can give me. But that Monkeys album, hold on. The Monkeys album that came out like 10 or 15 years ago,
was
that
good.
Weezer wrote a lot of songs on it.
Yeah.
That's a good album.
It is a good album.
It doesn't stand up to their earlier stuff, but it's better than the shit they were putting out.
Yes.
It's good. It's a good album.
It's not as
the
good
Monkees,
as
but
it's
I
not
have
as
no
good as the
trouble
Bo
calling
Brummel's
them out when they're
1975 reunion album with all the 5 original members.
Hello, Frank.
Hey, I'm picking up some equipment today from the repair guy. I'm getting my Jewel Electra preamp with separate power unit. And
hey, Jim, does that go to 11?
This one does go to 11, babe.
Oh, nice.
Hey, Jim, can you show the ugliest? Jim has a collection of probably the ugliest speakers I've ever seen in person.
These are probably the ugliest speakers I've ever seen in person.
It's literally, if you hold on before you show them, Jim. Picture a speaker that's sexually aroused. Now show the speaker, Jim.
This speaker, you can't really see that one. There you go.
Yeah.
Can you see?
Yeah. It has a boner right now.
They look like the Bose sound system.
It's got 2 7-inch scan speak woofers, and then that thing sticking up off the top weighs about 50 pounds.
I had to help Jim lift these speakers.
It's a metal, it's a ribbon tweeter. There's one on either side.
Can you go stand next to it so people can see
how
almost
to the ceiling? You can see they go almost to the ceiling.
They're taller than Jim.
Is that an audiophile medicine ball?
Are you going to keep those?
Yeah. And I put a video up on the Instagram. They fucking sound great. It's amazing how good those things sound.
Do they sound great with 8 other pairs of speakers in the room? Is that what it's for?
Well, that's a problem. Yeah. I got to get rid of a lot of speakers, including those. Those sound fucking great, though.
Now, how did you come across those?
Okay, there was a guy who passed away, and they were his, and me and someone else went up there and made a offer, and we were turned down. The son was going to sell it, and then 4 months later, they called us back and said, "Come get it." So we did. There's a lot more to this. There's the Jewel Electra preamp. There's a pair of quad 988s, which some people think are the best fucking speaker ever made.
Did he have any reel-to-reels?
No. Mm-mm. He had about 3,000, 4,000 classical records, and that was it. Really weird, esoteric, high-end audio equipment. Pair of amps I've never seen before. I showed a bunch, and some stupid ass shit. The guy never threw anything away.
Can I ask what you had to pay for them? Your wife's not watching.
There's also a 10,000. There's also a turntable that's fucking amazing. It was under $5,000 for everything. No, that Zappa vanity plate is fake, and I think it's from Colorado. Something. It's fake. It's not real. Yeah, old men talking about equipment. I get very excited.
Hey, Jim's opening up. It's called the home for wayward audio equipment.
Oh, listen, hey, if anyone needs a VPI 16.5,
you've said this every stream we've done since you've got it. You've mentioned this.
I was using it. It works perfect.
Hey,
if someone gets the VPI, make sure to take the cork platter off so you don't contaminate the record after you've clean sidebar.
Hey, look who it is! Yeah. It's the star of the new In Groove community podcast. Whatever.
There's no star. Come on.
Look, and he's got the T-shirt too.
Can I do my impression of Leland in the new podcast?
So
hey, Leland.
I've never seen this person before in my entire life.
Hey,
welcome, Leland.
Hey, Leland. This new record came out. It's interesting. Yeah, Mike. That's it.
I love how he talked about the influencers not going to Chad's or going to Chad's. Are we going to Chad's?
Hey, listen. They're called the YouTubers. They'll all be there.
No, I mean, again, I've been an outside guy for a very long time, and I think this whole thing started from me going into the shop with Mike and talking, just BSing with him every so often. And so he got the idea, let's do this on camera. This would be good content. I think it was way too, scripted the first go around, and we felt a little stuffy in his studio, but I feel like the more we do it, we'll kind of open things up a little bit more. And this is the first time I've ever been on camera for anything VC related. I've always been in the comment section. So it's
now, have you heard the rule? There is a rule about landscape mode on your camera that you have to learn.
Well, it's a Mazzy rule.
Something tells me Leland might be going to London with Mike next time.
Hey, Leland, here's my suggestion. We all missed the old Angel and Mike show. Maybe you should two be sitting on a couch together.
Holding hands, yeah.
And then asking Mike for a handbag every 10 minutes.
Tilt up a little bit. Your head's getting cut in half. Just
I'm
going to direct you because someone's got to.
The funny thing about Mike's video, and I hope he's watching, so every time he'd say, yeah, she got a little upset, so I bought her a pair of pants, or I bought her a dress.
Mazzy, on your auction last week.
The pants were really for me.
Oh. Mazzy, on your auction last week, you made a comment to me, funning me about sitting there uploading a bootleg record. But you didn't notice that while you were doing that, you were selling a 4 Men with Beards album. So I thought it was rather ironic.
Wait, what did I say? Remind me what I said. I'm not.
You said something. Yeah, look, it's Patrick. Are you in the middle of uploading a bootleg album or something? So, so you were making a joke. So,
yeah.
But at that moment, you were selling a 4 Men with Beards album.
I don't. That's why.
Which is a bootleg label.
Well, it's a gray market label. They do actually pay some. Yeah, it's a bad label. It's not a great label. Yeah.
So I just thought it was rather ironic.
Yeah.
Well,
I thought it was rather ironic that you were ribbing me while selling a bootleg record.
Technically, the 4 Men with Beards, I believe, were all legitimately licensed.
They were licensed, yeah.
Yeah, but
I think they're cut from CDs or something.
Yes, well, they were digital, but some of them had uniqueness to it. Like there was a Eric Gale Blue Note record, which was very hard. A lot of the titles they did get were not reissued.
Yeah.
And well, apparently cutting from CD is okay because the new Van Morrison apparently is cut from CD.
Yeah. Well, it's not cut from CDs; it's cut from digital. Yeah, but yeah,
I know.
I know. That Fred Neil record's not as bad as some because it's really just a guy and a guitar for the most part, a folk record. But you're right. I don't like 4 Men. I bought those before I even knew much about 4 Men, and I couldn't get that.
What's
record.
worse, a digital recording or a needle drop?
No, digital.
But hold on.
Well, the needle drop's going to be digital anyway.
A digital
depends who does. Yeah.
No, but they can do a needle drop and make a vinyl copy.
Hold on,
of
a
it,
digitally sourced record.
Well, they did with "She Loves You" single on the.
A digitally sourced record is bad, right? But a digitally recorded record, if it's really well done, is fine. Right?
A digital recorded record isn't necessarily bad.
It's a case by case basis for everything.
Exactly.
Case by case basis.
I agree with.
A lot of those ECM records from the 80s were digitally recorded, and they were fine. Hey, can
What
I
do
show?
you think, Leland?
Analog versus digital, yeah, that's always the hot topic. Again, I think again what I've learned over the years is no two records are created equal. Digital versus analog. I mean, you can have a great digital recorded record. Uh, all the analog purists love, AAA mastering and all that. So I mean, I've had a good amount of digital stuff that
I mean,
sounds
look at
good.
Brothers in Arms. What a great album! Great sounding album.
That does not sound good. Compared to put on Love Over Gold, and then put on Brothers in Arms, and tell me which one you think sounds better.
Well, I like it.
So
See, it's up to
One of my favorite
it's up
records
to
of
the
last 20
individual.
years.
it's brittle. It's uber brittle to me. Early digital that's not done really well. My
No,
opinion.
early digital can suck, but
Yeah.
lately digital, like Cecile McLaurin Salvant, that kind of stuff is great.
There's a guy in the vinyl community, Mark, Project Gemini, man. That guy makes records in his own home, digital records, and they sound fantastic. So
Yeah, they do. Yeah, Roger's got a good point
one
there.
person who couldn't tell the difference, it's you, Roger. Them ears have been damaged. Well, like
How you doing?
I don't know.
I gotta meet Roger one day. That's on my bucket list.
He doesn't leave his home.
Don't go in the trailer, man, because there's people there's people in the freezer.
Yeah, but my favorite is Diamonds and Daggers, and that's all digital.
Of what?
Cecile McLaurin Salvant. She recorded a live album called Diamonds and Daggers. First thing I ever heard of hers.
Again, Dane. Like Mazzy said, the records sound the same before and after. It's a marketing.
Right.
They weren't honest with people.
But the point is, if you loved it before, now you don't love it. Come on.
Yeah, that's bullshit. I think
That happened over. That's
why I thought
that's where Michael 45 blew up.
Michael 45 and I broke up because I said, "Come on, chill out about that," but it wasn't apparently. Hey, Leland, I have a question for you. I haven't watched the whole thing. I watched the first hour, but when you're talking about Chad Fest, my thing, we talked about this last week when the announcement made halfway through, and I had gotten the press release, and I had reached out to the PR people because my concern was the way it was marketed to begin with. Everyone immediately looks at that VIP list, and that apparently is really a small part of it. But as you guys even were talking about, it looks like it's all, $2,000 to $6,000, which it's not. And it doesn't really explain what the mortal people get and can do. And even what your comment about, don't even use the word influencer for us, but YouTubers, whatever you want to call it. Chad kept saying that's going to be a part of it, but there was no reference to anything else about that. So are you guys considering it? What's your take on all this?
I mean, I reached out to them in January to get more details on it because you guys had started talking about it. And I think Chance got some details on it, or David Bianco did. And it sounded like an awesome thing. I mean, everybody gets together, in
like
Salina. You get to hang out with Chad. Everybody gets to meet face to face.
You get to hang out with the YouTubers.
Yeah. But they didn't have any details on it. So again, everybody's waiting, but you wait, this close to it, and you drop this website and all these details. I mean, I think it still could be a lot of fun. Again, the way it was rolled out is like sticker shock for so many people.
What sounds fun about a bunch of YouTubers getting in a room and arguing? What sounds fun about that?
Kind of like this.
So as early as I knew about it, I think it was at the last August VinylCon here in LA. They had little business card type of things going over it, and that was like put out on a table, and that's when they started mentioning it. But when we talked about it last week, and I don't know if you went into this more, Leland, with Mike, is there's 4 other events happening around that same time. And you priced out just your flight and your hotel, but you're going to have to rent. I don't know where you're flying into. You're going to have to rent a car. That has to be part of it, because I don't know what airport is close to there.
But I
Yeah,
heard
Uber from Wichita to Salina is gonna.
I did hear that the hotels are going to have all the prostitutes from all over the world are going to converge.
Harry, where are you
It's
staying?
like the Super Bowl.
Harry, where are you staying? Are you just gonna use
I'm staying at the Motel 4.
So to get back
They
to
rent
it,
the hour.
Leland, the way I priced it out is from here, LA to there, $500 airplane ticket.
Yeah.
I looked at the hotels, ones I would stay in, or 300 to 500
for the week,
and
for the 4 days,
for the days. If I go, I'm
not per night.
okay. Now that I talked to like Chance, and it's a 2-hour drive to Kansas City, I'm thinking, right? Or something like that. I'm going there to eat barbecue and then going. I need to combine it. Then food, even there, you add that into it. And I'm saying like $1,500 plus. That amount of money to get the value of going to a vinyl event, I'd rather go to the WFMU show. I'd rather go to Den Bosch. It would probably be cheaper to go to Den Bosch, I'm guessing.
I don't see this as a big
Mazzy, let me
buying.
Austin Record Show, and the Capital City Audio Fest. Those are shows around that same 4-week period of time.
Yeah, this isn't a YouTuber centric event. This is a bunch of people who worship at the altar of analog productions and quality records.
Chad mentioned it might be. He said we want all the YouTubers to come.
He can't even pronounce the YouTubers, so he doesn't even know who five of them are.
But let's be
is
honest
Chad's
about
40th anniversary.
Really, if they brought in a professional event organizer and they looked at the lay of the land, you don't ask people to come there in October. You just don't ask October. Really?
People that part of Kansas is kind of supposed to be autumn-like in October, supposedly.
So
Well,
Sunday
Autumn
night,
like
I'm
and
an
how?
open
Like the
mic.
wheat fields are going to be turning, or what? There's no mountains. There's no
Hey,
hills.
Leland, apparently, a couple months ago when I first was when I heard about it too, I think I inboxed or I got a response from Matt Luthens, because Matt Luthens used to live in the Seattle area. He's from here, and he used to fly out there all the time. And he told me the way to go. You don't fly directly like you guys were talking about into Salina. And I can't remember. I'm not even sure it was Kansas City, but he told me the
Wichita,
best.
Topeka, or one of those.
He told me that I have to look it up again. He told me the best route.
Tehachapi to Tonopah.
Yeah, exactly.
So
They're
listen,
redoing-
Sunday night, I'm at open mic, and a guy who knows nothing about records comes up to me and says, "Hey, did you hear about this big thing that's going on in Kansas about record collectors?" So apparently it's out there where people are hearing about it.
They are redoing
Salina. Wichita and Topeka is closer than Kansas City to Salina.
And they're not even sure. They don't want to promote the fact. It's not a fact. They don't want to even promote that they may have panels. I know, because they're not sure they want panels. But I know you guys brought it up. Michael Fremer brought it up on that chat with Chad. They're not sure about that. I think there's a lot of stuff they're not sure about. That is the problem I had with that press release, because it didn't talk about the people, normal people going. It emphasized when you look at the tickets.
So is there going to be a room where people sell records as well, and you can
Well, okay, Jim, can you clarify? Jim, can you clarify? Because Jim told me that Chad approached VinylCon dude to handle the record show part of it. Is that true?
Yeah. The VinylCon dude will be handling the record show. Also, I just got this. The theme is going to be "We're not in Kansas anymore," and they're contacting me. They want to redo downtown Salina, make it look like Munchkin Land.
Well, is the rumor true, Jim, that you're going to dress up like Toto?
I was going to say, well,
no, I am the mayor.
The Lollipop Guild. The Lollipop Guild.
Yeah, but who do we drop the house on? Who are we dropping the house on? Are we dropping it on Chad, or are we dropping it on?
I know who I want to drop the house on.
Only is she new.
Well,
I have it on good word.
We're not in Kansas, Munchkin Land. I'll be there.
I have it on good word. If you criticize the Bill Evans box, Chad will jump out and go, "I'll fight ya! I'll fight ya!"
Put him up! Put him up! Put him up!
Put him up!
And
Well, like I said in the last
I want to do
stream,
a
Rob.
silk screening. I want to do a
What do
silk
they
screening
got
booth.
that I ain't got, Rob?
I want to do a silk screening booth
All
where
right.
I make T-shirts and I put your name and, you know, hey Leland, shut the fuck up, dude, or hey Harry, shut the fuck up, dude, and I'll do a custom T-shirt for everybody.
Yeah. Well, I want Mazzy to have a UHQR box on a chain around his neck, walking around with that thing. That would be the best.
I could be Kunta Kinte, Mazzy.
Yeah.
You could be Flavor Maz. Flavor Maz.
And I'll be positive. Like the shows, those concerts should be good. Like Chico Friedman, I think he's like.
I thought that was a bit, Rob, where you said you were going to be positive. I thought that was a joke, but yeah.
No, well, Chico Friedman does not play, so to have him there, I would like to see that show. But again, to shell out the amount of money that it would take to go there.
So if put the link up if somebody would for this thing.
I had my auction on Saturday, Joe. I sent you an email. Chico and the Man.
I'll put it up for you, Harry.
Thank you.
I mean,
but I think, is it going to be like two segments of people? Is it going to be like the diehard Chad fans that are going to go and spend the big bucks to go to all these things, and then all of us peasants are going to go off to the hotel and drink with each other?
Here's what I heard, Leland. I heard that don't concentrate on the VIP. This is words from, okay, because there aren't going to be that many. It's going to be a small part. However, I said, and my response to this person was, but that when you click on tickets, that's the main thing you see aside from the concerts. So if that's not a big deal, why don't you put, here's what it costs, like for Mir Morton? He says, well, it's free.
Yeah.
Well, but say that then.
What's included for free? Like what can you access?
Well, there'll be
for
tours,
free?
but not with Chad. And
hey, Leland, I don't know if you got into it with Mike, but I talked to Mike. And there's a demographic that I don't know truly exists. Are the people that support Mike in getting every HQUR, buying the whole series of the Atlantic 45? Are these the people that will pay $6,000 for a VIP experience? Are these people, will they even travel to mix elbows? Because here's what this is ripe for. Spending $6,000, it's the Fire Festival. Everyone's going to come back complaining that there were cheese sandwiches served in styrofoam containers. I'm serious. I'm not joking.
Yeah.
No, I think you're right.
But you have to remember too, like how happy are the employees going to be working in the pressing factory on a Saturday? You know, they're going to be pressing records for everybody for the tours, and they're going to be working overtime to see all these people walk through and talk to them. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, they need to come out with some additional information.
In Salina, so
yeah.
I think they're going to do it right. I think it's not their first time they're doing it. This is just the biggest.
No, and Chad's got experience too doing all the conventions and stuff. He's been to Expona so many years. Like he knows how.
So Rob, you're saying about going. What would you hope to get out of going besides hearing Chico Freeman? What would be your take? What would you want to get out of something like that?
I like the meetups personally.
Hey, your name's not. Hold on, your name's not Rob Mazzy, so shut up, Patrick.
Leland, this is what you get from
Patrick. Seriously, I honestly believe it's not going to be an experience that I haven't had before, and you can agree. All the times we all get together is when we can meet up and commiserate and share the experience.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's going to be enough people there that I connect with to share that experience with. I don't.
I agree. I completely agree. That's why I asked you the question. I'm like going, what am I going to get out of it as opposed to going to VinylCon in August and at that point, I know that I'll have a good experience. I know that there's going to be probably at least 10 people, that I can connect with and have a good time with.
I think there's different categories of people. Like, for instance, I would go, and I don't even give a shit about the record fair. I'll look at stuff. I'm not going to buy records. You're right. I could go to VinylCon in LA or New York and buy records.
But you're going for brand expansion.
I think that sounds like a cheap way to do it. I like meeting people. I'd like to see tour of the record plant. I'd like to see the business tour, the church, the record plant, the mastering.
But like
stuff.
you say, it's all content. So you're there for content.
Well, there is that too.
You
but
know?
I like meeting up with people. You're right. You're absolutely right about that.
I would go. Just
I don't need to pay to go to Salina for another record show. I'll put it that way.
Yeah.
No, you pay to Salina to go to get Chad's blessing and to be blessed in his eye and to be close to Chad.
Yeah.
Well, there is that. There is the cynical.
This is the Mar-a-Lago of the vinyl of audio.
The cynical side is going. It is like you're right, like Mar-a-Lago
I have
kissing
no
the ring.
interest in going.
And you think if it's a promotion for his thing, it should be as cheap as possible, just to cover his nut. If you're going to someone that is celebrating him and promoting his business, now it's going to be expensive for them to put this on and food. But I don't even think any of us. If you just go get that food, you don't get that in food included. You don't
get a tour of the pressing plant or anything. Just
yes, you do
with the normal for the free people.
Yes,
free,
but not with that. Yes.
I would find that hard to believe because a lot of those customers don't want their stuff filmed. They're going to have a no.
I don't know if they're going to allow you to film it, but they're going to give you tours of the pressing plant, tours of the warehouse, the packaging, all that stuff. QRP.
Okay, I can give you one. This is positive on Chad's. I can speak up. So I've been to a couple Chad events when he came to town and did listening parties, if you want to call it that. Granted, they were put on by the two places here, the Vinyl Audio Salon here in Santa Monica, and what's the one downtown, Jim?
Commonwealth.
Common Wave.
Commonwealth.
Those guys do know how to put on like these listening parties, but Chad hosted it and he did an excellent job. Yeah. And I had a great experience with him playing his records and stuff like that. Now, in my opinion, if he did a lot of that weekend, people will have a crazy good experience. But again, it really is about getting to this place that's not as easy as going to 3 other big events that I can go to and probably have a new great experience. So,
you know who did a good version of this? They didn't have a pressing plant. I know it's a different scale, but every year, I think during not New Orleans week, but Down Home Music, Chris Strockwitz's place, Our Hooli Records, had a big thing at his venue, at his record store down home in a parking lot. And they had a barbecue and Cajun stuff because he's into that. And it was basically free for it was like a big party, like a big weekend 4th of July party. And he funded it. He paid for it. And and they had live music, Beau Soleil and Clifton Chenier and Queen Ida and that whole and in San Pablo in the East Bay. And it was so good. Think of that think of something like that would be a great thing, and tours of the place. You get tours of the record plant.
Hey,
that's
I just got a sampling of the food that'll be served. There it is.
There you go, pimento loaf. There you go, awesome.
No, this is the sandwich from Firefest.
Firefest, yes.
Their budget is $300,000. They never turned San Pablo into Munchkin Land. That's the difference. They're spending $300,000 to turn Salina, Kansas.
Hey, I will say this: if everyone comes to Chat Fest, I will go, and I will drop a house on Jim.
You know, Our Hooli is a great label, and Chris Strockwitz was the most generous guy. When my friend Vernon was dying, I was talking to Chris every week for about 2 months, and he was helping out financially and with his store and everything for my buddy Vernon, who worked for him for a while as well too. So, obviously, a great
Rob, why don't you do a Rob Fest? I would much rather come to LA. I'm being serious, and have you put together an event and everybody's.
We got the Seattle. We got the Pacific Seattle thing up here. We can tour Seattle.
Great job in deflecting, because I tend to remember this thing called Harry Fest, where it was like Fire Festival. Someone was giving
with clam chowder.
There was a lot of complaints about hair in the clam chowder.
Here we go. How about we get Michael in Groove and Leland, and all you guys come up to the Pacific Stereo Fest. It might not be a great show. In September, we'll have a party here Saturday night.
Rob, all this talk, has anybody, and maybe I mentioned this on the live stream, has anybody talked to Chad about the plumbing situation in Salina? Like, is it just going to be a row of porta potties outside?
If you're inviting like 300 people like us there, those toilets are going to be clogged.
Wow.
I mean, if you're doing Cajun food and barbecue, I mean, or fair
old white
food,
guys.
like
So this is one of those events where everybody is excited about talking to it, and then as it gets closer and closer, you go, you know what? I don't think I really want to go to this
Yeah,
thing.
I don't think I'm
And then
going.
afterwards, you kind of go, I'm kind of glad I didn't go. You see the pictures, you go, I'm kind of glad I didn't go.
I agree, Patrick. I don't think I'm going.
Especially when there's a STD outbreak.
Unless Rhino sends me sponsorship to go.
Well,
but then again, I would be late because they
Hold on.
couldn't ship me in time.
Hey, Mazzy,
Yes.
if Tinder sponsored you to go,
I'll be
Grindr
there.
sponsored
If
you to
someone
go.
paid my room and board and travel,
yeah, that would be Foot Fest, Rob. That wouldn't be Chad Fest.
Leland, you're new here, okay? There are rules for the newbie.
We'll send you back to the M45 stream if you don't.
Oh yeah.
Straighten up and fly.
I don't think unless Michael is getting on a clipper ship right now. I don't think.
Yeah, he's not. Yeah, I don't think he's coming.
He's on a steamer. He's on a steamer right now.
This is a general thought. If anyone, when Eric Garcetti ran LA, I thought he did. I don't live in the city of LA, can't vote. But Eric Garcetti did a good job. But you know what Eric Garcetti did? He's the reason the Olympics and the World Cup are going to be in LA.
Yeah.
And if you followed any of he did a good job of being transparent about how he tried to get it or did get it and explain it. But here's the deal. If they wanted to do a World Cup in LA next week, they could. You know why? The infrastructure exists. So that being the point, if Mike the Ingroove said, I'm doing Mike Fest in October in Phoenix, he could do it because the infrastructure exists. One of the better airports in my traveling experience in the U.S. is Sky Harbor. It's the best name for an airport.
Well, I'm doing a record collector.
Well, Phoenix is set up for conventions and shit.
Yeah,
anyway,
conventions. Like my mom was a nurse. There are only like 5 cities who can house those nurses for their conventions. Phoenix is one of them.
RCN World Headquarters is 15 minutes from Burbank International.
RCN Headquarters is full of speakers. You can't fit more than one other person in there right now.
Hey, what's that disease chickens get? If you want Bumblefoot, come to the RCN.
Leland, you and Mike talked about it today, and this is something I was trying to convey to them when I got the press release the day before. I said, maybe I'm wrong here. Steer me right. When I saw this, and I made some comments because they wanted me to make some comments on it, on the press release, I didn't know the whole thing. I said, when I look at this, people are going to see that VIP thing and say, what the fuck? And that's what I said to the guy. And I said, they're going to say, like, what the fuck? Why is this so expensive? Then he said, no, but you don't have to do that. That's a small part. I said, but I want to know, like, what you guys are asking. What the fuck does this cost me if I fly in?
Mm-hmm.
It's not really overly expensive to fly in or for hotels there, right? Are there package deals for hotels? Okay, no. So I have to get my own hotel or Airbnb, and it's maybe if I said in my video, $400 to $750 for all 4 days for a hotel, and then from Seattle, it's probably more than Phoenix, but I don't know. But still, it's going to be a $500-$600 flight from round trip from Seattle, not direct. Okay, it's that. What am I getting now? I have to buy my own food. If I go to the show, it's $200 for the first 2 nights. The third show, that special offsite, is $150 starting. So that's $150 to $300 for a ticket if you want to go to that. And then the tour's free, but not Chad. What do I get?
All right. So Jeff Myers brings up a good point. Dad says he wants YouTubers, but Mazzy, you're talking to these people, and you're probably the biggest YouTuber in the vinyl community, other than some other people that hangs out with us. Why isn't Chad, having his people come and have him come to these things and hang out for a bit and promote it himself? If he really wants YouTubers here, why isn't he putting in the work to get us there? It's
right. It's funny.
That's a fair thing. Because
they asked me if I would want to. The guy I know asked me, would you want to talk to Chad when they make the announcement? This was like a month ago, and I said I would talk to Chad. But I don't think Chad would want to talk to me. But I don't know. You should reach out, and we have history. That's all I said it like that. To me, it's not horrible history. And I know some people
and
get
it's not
upset.
something you can't get past that history in 30 seconds on a live stream. You can
We
laugh
wouldn't even
about
bring
it and
it
move
up.
on.
I'm fine with
yeah.
I'm
But
fine
you could make a joke out of it. You could make a joke out of it and break
there's
the
that
ice, and then
picture
you
of
guys
Chance.
can move on.
Chance
can
wore
move
the
on.
shirt in front of him.
Yeah.
Chance wore the
And
t-shirt.
to Chad's credit, when he was in town, he was nice to me. He didn't make a big issue of anything.
But if he wants YouTubers there, then why does he should be out, or a representative of his be out?
Maybe he will.
recruiting
Maybe he
us.
will.
Well, you
Rob,
better
he
do
was
it
nice
now.
to you because he had no idea.
I
who you
agree.
were.
I don't disagree. You know, he'll probably go on Dave's show, which gets a mild audience. You know, Dave, and he'll probably get more.
What's a mild audience, Mazzy?
I don't know. I can't. Who knows? I mean, he'd probably get more because it's Chad. He should go on Melinda Murphy's, but she doesn't really do live things. But you know, yeah. You know, if they asked me, would I do a conversation with Chad? I would.
But it should do that. If he wants, he should be amongst all of us, not just you talking to him. That's not the way to go about it, in my opinion.
I agree.
That's not the way to do it.
I don't. It should be a live thing, and people, you know,
You know, be one of us if you want us to come to your fest. You know,
what if God was one of us, like a schlump, one of us, or what does it go?
Yeah.
I mean,
is that a Randy
people he
Newman
mentioned on?
No, that's what's her
I
name?
know exactly what it is.
Yeah.
The only three new YouTubers he mentioned on the video that were coming were Michael Fremer, David Bianco, and Noble Records. So
Well, Michael Fremer's just like fringe anyway. So.
I can
Right.
tell you
Michael's
this.
part of the show. He's part of the show.
I can tell you this. Every time I've interacted with Dylan, very sweet, nice person. But Dylan is not big on the meet and greet type of world. I think he's not comfortable in it, and that's not a knock against him. This was kind of thrust upon him, but he handles it nicely. But I don't know if he wants to be the center of attention at an event. You know what I mean?
No, I think they name dropped him as the
records.
ones coming. But I mean, what Chad needs to do is put a list out of guests that are coming, the big labels, like if AB from Impex is going to be there, if Kevin Gray is going to be there, like big names that people would want to meet.
I think they're still working on that. I don't think they know yet.
How many records does Impex put out a year? 3?
AB's coming to RCN Fest.
Shut up.
I don't get the genuflecting for Impex Records personally. I don't understand the.
Wow.
First
get,
Randy Newman and now Impex. I'm really picking my spots here.
Have you heard their Redheaded Stranger?
I have their I have Redheaded Stranger and I have their Friday night San Francisco. I didn't
know they did have the Redheaded Stranger.
I didn't know
I think
that.
so. I've done it. I've recorded it.
Hey, I understand at Chad Fest, Fremer's going to have a booth where he hands a piece of chewed up gum to each person.
Well, there is that rivalry with, you know, someone reached out to me because a record got reviewed recently by Fremer and said, how can I say that? I don't want to reveal what I did, but there was a record that was kind of opposite of my take on it, which is fine. He's got a nicer, bigger rig, but different. We different taste.
No TV between the speakers.
Right. And they kind of said, does this guy like say things? Is he pissed off at you for some reason? And then I told him the story about the television thing where when I showcased that television Rhino, I like it. It's not Artisan 10. We didn't even talk about Artisan 10. And Fremer sends me an email within a half hour of my posting, says, Mazzy, you jumped the embargo on that record. You should take your video down. And I said, no, I didn't. And I sent the picture from the PR people, said, you can post it after this time. It was whatever the time was. And it was totally right. And then he kind of backed down. And then 3 days later, when he did his review, it was about Artisan 10. He kind of ripped the television. Now, is that a coincidence? I don't know. But I really like it. Is a different than the edgy original. Some people like the edgy original. I have a white label of the edgy original, which I like. But for day-to-day listening, I like the Rhino Hi-Fi better.
Okay, TARDIS Writer Fest is ripping me off. Totally.
But to be honest with you, it'll be better.
There's that, but it's...
Hey, look, to be honest, there's a lower chance of you getting the bird flu at TARDIS Fest.
it's pretty bad around here right now. We've got Ebola, chicken Ebola.
You know,
Hey,
You're not helping
flu.
your cause for RCN Fest there.
I
Saying-
agree that I think the people that I've read that in comments on my video and other videos about this are those, I hate to call them whales, no offense if you're a whale, but the people that buy all the UHQRs, all the Atlantic 75, do all the subscriptions, are big fans of Chad, are excited to go. I've heard a couple people from out of the country already bought their tickets, whatever. So there is that audience, but you're right. That's not the masses. I don't know, or not masses, but maybe Chad doesn't want the masses.
I mean, if I have more reissues done by Chad than any other label by far. I mean, by exponentially by far. So I'm a fan of what he does. So I would actually be the target audience.
The Bluesville especially are my favorite.
Hey, look,
I mean, the Atlantic 75.
This is the deal. I don't think there's a reason to defend or about what Chad does, because I think he is the gold standard on a reissue label.
Yeah,
he is.
But at the
I've
same
never-
time, Chad wants us to know that it's time to put another candle on your birthday cake. The birthday cake for the wax.
Okay, it's good. It's good that I have the power to mute someone.
What the fuck was that? That was just weird.
It's Rob's birthday.
It's Rob's birthday today, Patrick.
Well, it's Harry's
and happy
birthday.
birthday to
It's Harry's
Patrick.
birthday. It's Harry's birthday too. So yeah.
Is it Harry's
Actually, my
birthday?
My birthday
Patrick's
is close.
birthday.
Is relatively close to Messi's birthday.
Don't make a mockery of birthdays, please.
Yeah, it's Rob's birthday today. So let's sing, can we?
I mean,
Patrick, you go first.
Again,
Say it's your birthday. I think of 16
Yeah.
I think of 16 candles in like Anthony Mikey Hall.
Can I put this out there? Because I have not been to the. Who here has been to the W? Except Mazzy.
WFMU.
So Mazzy, I know what he's going to say because he said it probably 1,500 times. He got to meet people that he met virtually and hang out with them. That was probably his most.
I had a great time, but the show itself is really good.
Right, and
Yeah, but you don't look for records. So
I look at records. I don't.
so,
No, I don't.
So
look
you're not
like
a good
you guys.
person to ask that stuff.
You're right, but no, it was a good show, and the people. You know what? Out of all the shows I've been to, that's the one that has more of the imports and European stuff and African stuff, and it seems to have more than even Austin. Even though Austin's physically bigger, this has more of that stuff for that sort of collector.
well,
Probably like a much smaller Dembauche, probably.
I can tell you if I had to name. This is an obvious thing. So Vinyl Con that we had was the memories I have is just hanging out with everyone. You know, a lot of people came into town 2 days before, and you know what we did? We visited all the cool record stores around LA, and everyone picked up good shit.
You know why I don't care about going to Austin? Because I can just go to Vinyl Con and go a couple of days early and have Jim and Rob take me to the best record stores, some of the best record stores in the world, and go and then I get to go to the convention. So I don't need to go to Austin or any of these other places.
Endlessly, but for me, as much as I like going to the show and I really like WFMU, the highlight for me was that meetup at Billy's Record Salon. The Saturday night party was it was, and there was 15 of us or 20, whatever it was.
Can I have a good question to everyone here? Seriously, if Chad put down there a gathering of vinyl collectors at so-and-so restaurant area for food, fun, and connecting, would that change your view of what he's putting together?
Well, no, not to go to Salina for one night.
No, I understand.
It's like such an elite event. It's for the elitist.
Well, that's the problem. I don't think it totally, Harry, I don't think they're totally wanting it to be that, but it sure looks like it in the way the press release. I agree with you.
Isn't that what's going on in Vegas? It's just for the rich people.
There should be one of the evenings. I know now with the music you can't do that, but maybe you do it before or you do it instead for some people who don't want to see the music. They should have like I have to say a schmooze night, a night to hang out for everyone to hang out together. When you have an event, there's usually I go to these photo festivals or film festivals, and there's an opening night reception with the directors, with the participants, with the fans, with everyone snoozing, and maybe you charge $20 to get in to support it. No host bar. They should have something like that where it's really about people hanging out for 3 hours or a party. That would be a fun thing for all the participants, the VIPs, the peons like us, the YouTubers.
Here's what you do, man. You get a barbecue company. You go have a massive spread out there. Get some smokers going. You're in Kansas. Get some barbecue going. Some freaking corn on the cob, and just sit there and have Chad on a throne where people can walk up to him and kiss the ring. Yeah.
Hey, but seriously, like some of the most boring things I've been to are these audio shows. You know what they do? There's a mixer night where everyone gets together and does stuff.
Yeah.
So
did anybody like the dunk tank idea that Fremer threw out there with
Fremer
Chad?
threw that in the interview. He says, how about a dunk tank,
Yeah.
I mean, as serious as Fremer is, he cuts up and jokes through every kind of interview. He always does that, whether you like it or not.
So, well, how much did he cut out? I mean, I watched the interview. There were so many cuts on there. That interview would have ran 3 hours with Chad.
It's like a Benny Hill skit.
I wonder if they said anything that was asked to be cut.
Yeah.
There might have been things asked to be cut.
He can go off the cuff pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Fremer's not a stoner. That's his only problem.
Again, he has no patience for people. That's one thing I noticed about Fremer. He had no.
You can't smoke a bone.
Will there be lasagna at Chad Fest?
Stouffer's is sponsoring it. Yes.
Will there be chili with beans?
No, because there's no such thing as chili with beans. It's called stew at that point.
All better entrees than clam chowder.
I would not want to be in the church during that concert if they were serving chili with beans beforehand. That would be.
Dom is.
They have nice ceilings. They have high ceilings.
Dom is exactly right. Just go to WFMU. Unfortunately, Manhattan.
But then you have to go to New York. Then you have to go to
Manhattan. I love going to New York.
VinylCon in LA is.
I wish someone had a big house that we could. Yeah,
I'm VinylCon LA all the way.
VinylCon
Patrick's going to be barbecuing at my house.
Yeah, so is that the consensus? Is that everybody in the VC is going to host their own con? Is that just we're going to go around?
I've been hosting a con for 7 years. Okay?
You can ask anybody that knows Matthew. He's been conning people for freaking a decade.
That's what you said.
If you ask, here's what I'm planning to do because it just makes more sense for me. I'm definitely going to the Capitol Audio Fest. I'm not going to go home for Thanksgiving. I'm going to go to that and visit my family at the beginning of November. The week before, though, I believe is WFMU. So I might go to both of those.
I love hosting. How many times have I hosted a thing here, Harry? You've been a couple things. You had one down there, but when in Seattle, I have no problem having a night after we do it sometimes after the show.
World-class host.
Yeah,
we can safely get on Mazzy's outer deck now without.
Yeah, it's just I was going to say the new deck is done.
Don't the outer deck though if you want to keep your wits about you because that's where all the real bad shit.
Go on the outer deck to hear the long version of me getting busted.
You have Coffee Dave out there. Yeah. Coffee Dave with his party.
Coffee Dave, could he smoke me under the table?
That joint was like a Hanukkah candle.
Yes, Coffee Dave
all night.
The only good thing about Mazzy Fest or whatever it was Harry's so fucked up. He would tap me on the shoulder and I'd turn around and just laugh in my face.
It was a fun
Harry.
night.
I had to drive home with Harry, so yeah, and I was, and I thought he was doing good. So that.
And I don't even remember that.
I'm going to charge next time.
We're going to be.
I'm going to charge next time for the food and booze. It's going to. It gets.
And I brought my own glasses.
You did, and you were good.
I dressed up.
I do a nice pulled pork every 3 years. I harvest a shoulder.
Is that what it's called now, Jim?
Yeah. Pulled pork. Oh, come on!
Pulling your pork.
The ceilings aren't low. It was the lamp in the bathroom. The ceilings itself aren't low. I mean. They're 9 foot.
I think he set me up for it. In fact, I was waiting for Alan Funt to come out of the closet and go.
I wish Mazzy had security cameras in his house that could show that, like a night vision view of.
Yeah, that would have been good to see.
Rob,
like just. Oh my God! What did I do?
It was like a Murder, She Wrote episode: a crash and a scream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have liked to have security cameras in his house that could show that, like a night vision view of Rob.
It was like a Murder, She Wrote episode: a crash and a scream. Yeah.
So
Well-
seriously, when is the next Vinyl Con in LA?
August.
August
I'm
22nd.
hearing. It's,
Okay.
it's
22nd.
very quickly going to be here. I guarantee. Here's one thing I can say,
I did dress up by not wearing a hat. Yes.
and I'm not knocking Chad, but I can guarantee that you will have a great time if you come to Vinyl Con in LA. You will.
I might do that.
Yeah, as long as you don't look for the same records I'm looking for.
And just remember,
You're
Harry,
more than welcome to come to.
it's
to
much
Vinyl Con.
safer, not cheaper, but safer and more a relaxing experience to ride around in a Waymo than to be a passenger with wax.
Oh, I know that.
Hey,
Oh shit! I missed that turn. Oh.
I'm having an ejector seat put into my car for Mazzy's.
You know, it's actually a great experience to drive around with Rob and Jim as they argue about all the food. Which one of them knows less about food than the other one? So,
But who's doing the driving then? I am.
Yeah.
That's what it's better.
And you get those stories.
You
get
know,
those wonderful stories.
we really have to. We all have to one night if we do LA. We have to do like a 6 o'clock drink thing at Permanent Records bar because we walked through on the way out.
We have to go back to Musso and Frank's. I'm
But
going to
we
be
gotta
able
do
I
it at
haven't,
a
I haven't
dive
been in the
bar.
bar. We walked through.
If we go to Musso and Frank's, I'll be able to get Keith there. We're gonna
How
have
about
a little-
we all go? There are
Keith
other
and I'll have a
places to
little-
go
The
to.
problem with Musso and Frank's, I like going there, but only 7 people reservation. We can't get more than 7.
We'll go
people.
somewhere else. But Leland,
Only
Go to a
6 because
dive
Keith
bar.
will be there
Leland,
with
it'll
us.
be cheaper for you to drive to LA.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Where are you in Phoenix?
I'm out in Glendale, so I'm about 35 minutes from Mike's shop.
Bodiodo.
Yeah.
He's
And
in
just
a-
some context here, I'll give you guys some background because Mike didn't go into it. My relationship with Mike. So I started collecting vinyl in like 2012 and stumbled upon his shop in like 2015, his very first location. I'd been to like the Zia records that had been out here, the Cheney shops. And, again, that's all I knew. But when I went into his shop, it was just totally different. So I've been going to his shop pretty much exclusively since 2015 and the multiple moves that he's been through. So that's kind of my lineage with Mike. And then again, becoming friends with him over the years and all that came with the Angel, all the stuff with Angel. Yeah, I was around during that too. So,
but the great thing about Mike is if you love vinyl and collecting, he's not tired of those conversations.
yeah.
So
Maybe tired of taking photos with everybody when they come in the shop.
Well,
but other than that.
That's I've been around a lot of famous people and I never ask for that kind of stuff or even approach it. So.
Yeah.
Thanks for everyone coming. I appreciate all the nice wishes.
Happy birthday.
Yeah,
Happy birthday, Rob.
Happy birthday.
Come on Thursday. Well,
Jim should take you to lunch at some place you don't want to eat.
Okay. Based on your 2 romantic evening, he suggested that we go to the Outback.
I did.
Because I wanted to go to Fuca de Chao, but that's all you can eat, and I don't feel like
Outback is too salty.
So if you go to Outback, make sure you tell them to put a crust on your steak. So say, hey man, I want a crust on it, and they'll do you right.
I wasn't planning to go out today, but I'm going to get all my work stuff done, and I'm going to see if I can find a vinyl that'll make it a nice birthday. So
There you go.
I appreciate everyone
Nice.
coming by.
Go
Have a
find
good-
a record by somebody named Chico. There you go.
Patrick, I'm still looking for your
Peace
scorpions.
be with you.
Okay.
Ike Willis, Paxil Biscom.
Okay. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Sell
Thanks,
some
Tom.
speakers, Jim.
All right.
Yeah,
Bye-bye.
Ciao, everybody.